along with OK Junior. Mini X30 is the second of the new classes at Kart Masters this year. So it's actually, I will get this correct just in case anybody from the MSA is here or listening. It's the X30 Mini Kart Masters Trophy. There you go. Not that any of the drivers on the grid care. All they know is they're at Kart Masters and they're going to win. They'd like to win. And we watch Georgi Dimitrov. On the outside of the front row, it's Dominic Bush in kart number 309, the BMR Restart driver, the BMR Academy, which is the junior arm of the British touring car outfit. And Dominic Bush starts from pole position. Georgi Dimitrov on the outside of row number 1. William Ellswood and Alicia Barrett on row 2. Alex Lay and Tom Edgar, row 3. Blake Anglis and TJ McDonald, row 4. Row 5, Sam Heading and Ben Cochran. Row 6, Kiki Yuen, the third of our drivers from Hong Kong. And Khaled Saab from Dubai. Then Ivan Lomliev, Oliver Phillips, and from Ireland, Ross McDonald, round out the starting lineup. Here we go to the line. Bush from Dimitrov. Off we go. Into first corner, under the bridge, out onto the banking. Bush leads Ellswood on the outside there. The Coles Racing team trying to pick up a place. So is the number 21 going over the bridge. That is Kiki Yuen. The drivers from Hong Kong have just been getting quicker and quicker. It's it's an eye-opener for them, to say the least. The standard of racing here, and the whole family have been looked after very well by Dan Hazelwood's Fusion team. They are improving race by race, as are all our international drivers who aren't used to this level of competition. They come here and they may be used to winning back in their home country, and then they come here and they're fighting for 50th place, and they think, oh, this is terrible. They realise how much they're learning. This is a karting education like no other. And Dominic Bush leads the end of lap number 1 with Georgi Dimitrov. Teletaped to his rear bumper and side by side going under the bridge. That was the and there's a big kerfuffle going on the banking there, and I think that was Sam Heading in the number 57 kart making up ground. He's passing Alex Lay, so heading into third, but he went side by side with Lay through the first corner, which is flat out the Bruno Ferrari S's. It's not a place we want to have an accident. It's all possible, but Heading has caught the leaders. Bush defending. Alicia Barrett in number 333 Fusion Motorsport kart third. Now Dominic Bush, not quite sure about that, if I'm honest, Dominic, because you've got 10 minutes to go, and if you're going to start clinging to those white lines like a groupie at Glastonbury, then it's going to be a very, very long 10 minutes, and the tempers are going to flare a lot. So, may as well just kind of carry on, and Dimitrov, and I think he was listening, he's obviously got a tuned in because he doesn't defend as Dimitrov makes the move. Oh, and there's the number 319 of William Ellswood going awry on the banking with assistance from a kart that I didn't quite catch the number of, as Alicia Barrett now takes the lead. So the young lady from Scunthorpe takes over top spot. Bush falls back into second, or he moves back into second, he's fallen to third, he's back into second now with Dimitrov third, heading in fourth, Alex Lay, the Dart karting racing driver, and Dan Crittenden, a former Kartmaster champion, is overseeing that operation. He is up into fifth position with TJ McDonald, the VKC racing team, and a big hello to Rob Dodds down at Forest Edge, who is no doubt organising something, probably making sure that there's no tyres left in the paddock or something like that. And Litter is heading, having a look inside of Dimitrov. Didn't make a move yet. down the hill. Alex Lay sets the fastest lap, 5th position. There's a gap after these top 5, back to TJ McDonald. Khaled Saab is in a very good run in the M Sport number 44. Oh, and I tell you what, there's Ross McDonald. And and as I say that, Ross McDonald, the number 22 CRG driver, just off the back of your screen there, he's been struggling a little bit, and he's finally got the hang of this 1500 meter circuit and is giving it a good go up in the top 10. Ivan Lomliev is 9th. UN up into 8th place. So William Ellsworth has dropped back. So has Tom Edgar, the number 52 Fusion Motorsport driver, as the lead 5 tried to pull away. Still, nearly 8 minutes to go. So in the first 5 minutes of this race, several potential race winners, namely Edgar and Ellsworth, have managed to put themselves in an unenviable, in a non-winning position, basically. Let's just say that for this race. So they put themselves on the back foot for the Grand Prix itself, because they're not going to be starting up in the top 2 rows by the looks of it. Through hairpin number 2, Alex Lay in that number 17 Kart. The 4th place, Sam Heading, has dropped back to 5th. Then it's TJ McDonald 6th, Khaled Saab 7th, and Khaled Saab, part Lebanese, part English, living in Dubai, and he's got Kian Jewis helping him and coaching him this weekend for the M Sport team. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right, yes. Kian talking about helping Khaled. Then it's Kiki Yuen. So Kiki Yuen, that's the number 21 Fusion Kart. And Kiki is just going under the bridge on your screens now. Oh, and the leaders are chopping and changing. Dominic Bush and Alicia Barrett. There's TJ McDonald in the number 150 BKC karting, and it's suspicious, like a Tony kart to me, so I'm not quite sure my entry list is accurate. Get Rob Dodd on the phone now. Yeah, he's mine, just like the Stoneman was, yep, and Nigel Moore, yep, he's mine. Thank you, mate. That's my Rob Dodds. We've done lots of languages this weekend. I'll tell you about all the other languages that we've been practicing. For those of you that didn't tune in yesterday, Dimitrov leads. From Barrett, Lay, Bush, Heading. Then a 2-second gap back to McDonald. Khaled Saab is 7th. And here's McDonald coming into your screen now. Dimitrov and Barrett working with Alex Lay, and Alex Lay very, very diligently, as I say that, now he breaks formation to pass Barrett for 2nd. There's Sam Heading. And we talked a little bit about Sam Heading, his struggles this year as he moved out of cadet, and maybe his dad spent less time on Facebook moaning about money than he might go in a bit more. I'm only joking, Mark, but Mark has worked very hard to get Sam into a seat at the M Sport team for some time this year. I don't know how much, but at one point it looked very unlikely that we'd see Sam. So Sam will be wanting to make a good impression. Hopefully not a good impression on the rear bumper of the car that he's following. That would be bad. But he's in 5th place right now, behind Alex Lay. Then it's McDonald, Saab, Tom Edgar, the Northern Irishman. In kart number 52, Ivan Lomliev in the number 27 is 9th. Kiki Yuen rounding out the top 10. Ben Cochran, the Simon Wright Racing Developments driver, on the right car is in 11th place, followed by Blake Anglis, privateer driver, in the very, very brightly painted number 84. Then it's William Ellsworth, still struggling to recover after that earlier spin. Ross McDonald is 14th, and Oliver Phillips for the Red Rock Motorsport team is 15th. As there goes Dominic Bush into 2nd place. 4.5 minutes to go. Barrett 3rd. Dimitrov still leads. Lay and Heading are the back of this lead group. Oh, and through the Fullerton S's, I just out of the corner of my eye saw that Ross McDonald had gone for a spin in the CRG, the young Irishman who's learning this track this weekend. He's recovered now, and he's following Oliver Phillips, but the leaders are coming to the Mike Wilson complex. Bush chasing Dimitrov, number 23, head down through the Bruno Ferrari screen. Bush with Barrett pushing him along, Lay and Heading. So these mini X30 drivers, the X30 engine, the Perilla Iami X30 engine, You've got the cadet engine, which is one thing, and then you've got the branded X30 motor with 3 different restrictors, a mini restrictor, a junior restrictor, and then the senior restrictor, all slightly different sizes to increase the power and speed as drivers get older and heavier and move up through the classes. But even though this is the slowest of the 3 X30 engines, it's still going around in 60 seconds on this 1500 meter circuit. As we now split with 3 minutes to go. Here in the pre-final of Mini X30, we've got 2 distinct groups. We've got the top 5 coming onto the start finish straight now, led by Dimitrov, followed by Bush, Lay, Barrett and Heading. And then a gap of 3.5 seconds back to T.J. McDonnell, who is the only driver with no company, no crew. And then behind McDonnell, from 7th place back to 13th, you've got another battle which is currently being led by Ivan Lomliev now. The leaders though come into the first hairpin. Bush leads, Dimitrov fights back into 2nd place. Lay and Barrett wheel to wheel, side by side with it. Barrett on the outside is going to get squeezed by by Sam Heading. As they come up the short chute into the Fullerton S's. Alex Lay now takes his turn in 2nd. Is that 2nd place? It is 3rd place actually. So although Lay and Heading have been in this group, it has been Bush and Dimitrov who for the majority of the time have managed to keep themselves in either 1st or 2nd, and if either of them have dropped out of the top 2, they very quickly get back into those top 2 positions. Now can Alex Lay change that statistic? He's right on Dimitrov's rear bumper. They go through the banking and Lay was looking at the inside with 90 seconds to go plus a lap. Off the bridge, down the straight towards the first hairpin, and Dimitrov looks to the inside. Bush, who was defending like mad with 10 minutes to go, decides, nope, 90 seconds to go, plenty of time. He doesn't defend, and he's proved right, because he repasses Dimitrov going into the 2nd hairpin. Still, Lay, Barrett, and Heading 3rd, 4th, and 5th through the Fullerton S's. Named after Terry Fullerton, for those of you watching at home. Ayrton Senna's greatest rival, multiple karting champion, one of Britain's greatest kart racers. And through the Mike Wilson complex, another karting great. Corners here, the likes of Bobby Game, Mike Wilson, Bruno Ferrari, Mark Litchfield, Terry Fullerton, some of the best that ever sat behind the wheel of a kart. 30 seconds to go. This is lap 12. There's the M Sport number 57 of Sam Heading, chasing Alicia Barrett. Barrett in 4th, aiming to become the 2nd lady racer to ever win a GP plate title after Gabby Weyer back in 2011. And she is giving herself every opportunity. Been in the lead group all the way through this week, and it is a week-long event. People are setting up on Wednesday. They've been testing since Thursday morning. 2 days of qualifying and heat races, and 1 day now to sort out the GP plate winners. Dominic Bush will see the last lap board when he comes out of the Mike Wilson complex now. Dimitrov, Lay, Barrett and Heading. 5 for the win. Bush defends into Bruno Ferrari S's. Under the Litchfield Bridge and out onto the banking still. Wheel to wheel, Dimitrov tries to look to the inside, but Bush defends. Who's going to try and swing around the outside? No one makes a move yet. Still the same order as they come down towards hairpin number 1. Bush defends the inside, he'll swing out wide. No, he can't swing out wide because Dimitrov swims out wide, and he'll try the undercut move now towards the 2nd hairpin, but once again, Dominic Bush won't let him, so Dimitrov backs off. 3 wide behind them as Lay, Barrett and Heading. Heading decides to go wide to try and sweep underneath the 4 drivers in front of him coming onto this back straight, but Dominic Bush now defends into the Bobby Game corner, but he's left the door open. Dimitrov gets his nose at the inside, side by side through the Mike Wilson complex. Bush somehow hangs on though. Good driving there from the pair of them. Bush continues to lead. 1 corner to go, checkered flag out. Dimitrov will try the drag race. Lay and Barrett also cross the line, almost 4 wide. Checkered flag out. Dominic Bush wins the X30 Mini pre-final by 7/100ths of a second. And so the grandstand, you can see Dominic's mum there showing how her hands were shaking. Yes, that was nerve-wracking as they go past the yellow flags. Now we'll get to that in a minute. So the order, the top 5, Bush, Dimitrov and Lay, the top 3. Barrett 4th and heading 5th. TJ McDonnell, after a very lonely race, he finishes in 6th position. 7th was Tom Edgar. 8th, recovering remarkably there in the last few laps, was William Ellswood. 9th for Khaled Saab, and Hong Kong's Kiki Yuan finishes 10th. Ivan Lomliev dropped to 11th, and then it was, well, Ross will have, the timing screen is just adjusting itself. I think Ross McDonald may have taken 12th, but he was a couple of laps down. The reason that we are a bit confused is on the last lap,